Miami. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Now Hall to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. This pass out wide to Hall. So no gain on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Rodgers wants to change the look. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
they're changing this at the line. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to Smith. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Dolphins at 11-1 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. So I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw caught by Achane. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. In motion, Hill. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground. Hall. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now they'll audible to something else. Ball again on 2nd down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but the same.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Watch out now, 50 fury.
15's the mic.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Achane. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Achane. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive. Got
to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Davante Adams, 83 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Short throw to Smith, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 2, Mike. Solo left Zion.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Motion man is Schwartz.
Blue striker.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. And they've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
Watch the safety creep. 21G, 21G.
Smash. Red.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Smith catches left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 18, Mike 18. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Watch 18, 18's the mate. Hey, give me trash. Let's go.
Tua going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Second and 10.
Here we go, T. Get off the field. Solo left Zion.
Grill green.
Tua to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch 18, 18's the mic. Watch the out, watch the out. 32 Stinger. Check 24. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Hey, hey.
Motion man is Schwartz.
Go pink.
Watch it, Oscar.
Zoom black.
Mike 18, Mike 18. Blue Dan, blue Dan. Watch 18, 18's the mic.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
You still hold your breath a little as a defense when Tua gets out of the pocket. You're worried about him scrambling and getting a first down. But there, he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will finish off this third quarter of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll give to Hall. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. That is caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. On play action. Here's Tua. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Option handoff now to Achane. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it. 6. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Mark 15. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Ball again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 30-yard line.
That's just me and you. That's just me and you.
Handoff running left. Here's Hall to the 27-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Mike 7.
Rodgers looking to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
18, Mike, 18. And what's delay? Shoot. Jim. Out.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Tua. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
21G.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is taken in at the 5. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's put that team on. Hey. 53's the mark. 50.
Hey, red. Steal, flat.
They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And they can't connect. Incomplete. That stops the clock with 3 seconds left. So probably one final play here in the 2nd quarter, barring a penalty. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Shedding the tackle. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but I
like where we're going with this. You say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody.